Alright, so another update on my tormach breakdown. I took off the table guards that were attached directly on the ways. I took off the backsplash. Now I'm ready to park the pallet onto this thing and secure it so I can remove the pin, the alignment pins, the alignment taper pins, and then I can detach this head from the column. It looks like just the guards over there. Table guard, backsplashes. So it looks like all I need to do is remove this oiler hose from here. This side stays to the column. That wood gets attached back on. So it looks like all I gotta do is remove this. Where am I? Oh. Remove this little guide clamp thing. Look, that one. This one right here for the oil lines. The way oil. That one. What the fuck is that? Oh, that looks like a. Looks like that was supposed to clamp one of the oil lines. I guess I missed it. But as far as the head, I'm almost ready to take it off. I just gotta unscrew the bellows, these accordion fucking covers, and then I should be able to just take off the head. I'll go and do that, hold on. Oh, I forgot. And gotta disconnect this. Disconnect some wires in here, I think. And maybe remove this plate and then pull the wires out. That's probably all I gotta do for that. But let me get to it. I'm not gonna film me doing it because it's pretty straightforward. BRB. Alright, here is the taper pin removal. Oh. Okay, all the bolts are removed. Pin removed. Now we're ready to walk this thing off. So, activated Y-axis, and then need to go positive, I believe. And it is separated. This is the way oil lines. Oh, god damn it. I forgot to fucking home the accesses, but simple reset, you can back it off. Okay, now I'm gonna power it on the machine and remove this box and that switch panel, switch plate or whatever, the safety switch plate. All right, there is the head. That's where it came from, and this is where I'm at now. So now I gotta clean up this stuff. Then I can pivot this whole column back. But that's what I bought this cart for. So I can reposition this, you know, so I can get my cart behind it. And then when I tilt that down, it goes right about pretty much onto that cart, which makes that part pretty easy too. I think that's probably the heaviest piece, I think. Column, yeah, because the base is just this, and the table shouldn't be too bad, I don't think. No, actually, no, this table is probably the heaviest, but that's where I'm at now. I'm gonna start the next piece, probably pull off the computer too to make it easier, or the computer arm. This plug right here is the coolant pump. All right, next I just raised the Z and I centered the table. I think that might be the best way to do it. I'm not too sure, but next up is gonna see where the oiler lines can stay and what has to get removed. But you can see the oil line there, and it feeds just to here. So hopefully I can leave all the rest of the lines on and I can just pull off the pump. But I gotta tend to my baby. Just mental note, USB port went through the bulkhead in the cabinet and to the front of the controller, the Linux controller. All right, this is the monitor power right here. Monitor power there, and then this is the controller cable, which goes back to this one. Controller, monitor, coolant. Controller, monitor, coolant. Just a quick reference on my little control panel. All right, a couple hours later, got the pins out, the bolts out. I unscrewed the lower Y-axis bellows accordion thing, and see, oh, I gotta disconnect this line to keep it with this lower. I could probably just keep this line on there. I'm gonna keep this whole upper line assembly up there. But yeah, she is ready to tip over. On the hinge, this is the hinge kit, or the moving kit Tormach made. I just left it on because it's not in the way. gonna try this. Alright, wood wasn't tall enough, so I had to get my little scissors jack thing. But looks like it might work. Oh, it's pretty balanced right there. Got my chip pan off. That was actually a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. But I ended up using this plumber's putty, so it doesn't ever get hard and it keeps a seal. It actually worked out really well. Thread's still cherry. The pan right here. I'm gonna have to build a pallet to fit all this stuff on it. Maybe 2 pallets. More likely 2 pallets. But, yeah. Let's get in there. Okay, got everything wrapped up. Got my 1-inch pipe. Do my holes. Bolts is gone. Just kind of cleaned as much as I could. Trying to keep the wires tight so it doesn't get snagged on anything. Took the oiler off. But so what I'm gonna do is build just a little sawhorse type deal, just to hold it up. Then I'm gonna lower the base with the pallet jack. Pull the base out. I need to put this on something else, and then I can come in with this hydraulic table back under to pick up the base. And we are floating. My little half-ass sawhorse with my aluminum rod. It should have been steel. It did flex a little bit, but it's holding. It's not super heavy, but I can't reach around it to grab it and carry it myself, and I don't want to dent up these machine surfaces, the mating surfaces, but it's ready to go. But I want to get my other cart clear of this thing before I pull it out, so I can push the cart in it, underneath it, so it's not sitting like that. It's not super safe, but it'll work. This is how the base of the machine is sitting right now on my lift cart. Way overkill pallet building day. I'm probably gonna have to build 2, but this one's gonna be the machine pallet, and then the other pallet I gotta put the base, or the stand base and the chip pans and stuff, so it doesn't have to be this heavy duty. My pallet has a floorboard, So I kept this gap, 3/4 gap around the whole thing. So hopefully I can screw on some walls when I got it done. But now I can start loading. Well, I want to do a couple 2x4s on the bottom that get bolted, and then I can screw those 2x4s to this, just so it's super sturdy. But I gotta find some bigger. I'll probably pull this off actually. Use those bolts to screw into my base. Wait, it's only fucking 2? What the hell? Okay, time to cart this thing out my door. I made a little ramp with my motorcycle lift ramp on a 4x4. Hopefully works out. Note to self, jog the table away from the base mount holes before unplugging it. That is all. Okay, that's it. My machine base is mounted to my pallet. I put little UHMW spacers under there, my TV wall mount bolts, and that is it. I gotta grab the column now and bring that motherfucker out here. I think actually that is the heaviest piece, but I will take a break and show you that later. Got the column out now. That ramp fucking came in super handy. I think I made just a half-ass plywood one before and it was falling apart, but the motorcycle ramp has like these 2 pegs sticking out that drop into holes on the lift. So I just drilled some holes for the pegs to go in the 4x4, and fucker was solid, didn't slip. I'm pretty sure when I did it the first time, the ramp slipped and the cart dropped to the ground and it bounced and it was kind of scary, but nothing fell down. But yeah, now I gotta get my column back up onto the base, and it'll be way easier to pallet jack this thing around. So I got it upright, the column, but I failed. I didn't take into account the control panel. So I gotta jog the table about 4 inches to the right and shift the whole machine 4 inches that way, or 5 to give it a little gap from the walls that I'm gonna put up on it. Fuck. I already put this plastic in, and I took all the screws out that was screwing this to that. Now I am lifting the machine up. Slide it. Okay, now I'm back on track. Everything is clear of the walls. And since this pallet is pretty fucking on steroids, I can probably box up all my material, all my aluminum plate, my aluminum box, and all the material that I've gathered over the years from eBay. But should be able to handle. Just gotta box it up and bolt it to the floor. Maybe try and even out the weight on the pallet also. So it's, you know, a little bit heavier on the. Finally got the room clear. Hopefully this before, or hopefully the after looks better than the before.